Welcome. Episode 51 of the Roundtable Hip Hop Discussion. I'm glad and very courteous, very grateful to be joined by my esteemed co-host here. We got first the one and only J Cloud, John DeCloud. What's good with your super producer?
What's good, y'all? What's going on?
Good to have you in the building, brother. And we got the one and only Grim Reaper, Southside Gun. Brah! What's good, Mr. Southside?
Oh, man, tired. Drink cranberry juice, fellas. It's good for you.
Got the stealing from race.
The health benefits, they work. Better than Viagra, I tell you that.
Squats and Dia. And we got the one and only. Oh, he changed the name already, bro. The artist formerly known as Him Jones. Now he's Plaster P as of 2 minutes ago. P. AKA Cassius Cam.
What's good with everybody? Long time no talk. What's good?
We good, man. Look like you recording this shit on Nokia, though, bro.
What, you were hating on it? You didn't think I had one in the tuck? You didn't think I had another nickname in the tuck when you were hating on the one that I had? Come on, bro.
You gotta have one ready. Always, you feel me?
The switch up is insane. But good to have y'all brothers here, man. Let's go ahead and talk some motherfucking rap and other shit involved. So we got the one and only Mr. Ab Soul. Beginning of the end for TDE. What do y'all think? We got a lot of noise, a lot of news coming out that camp. Not necessary for the best, although Kendrick and SZA on tour, so I guess that's a positive, right? Although he's not even technically on that label no more. But Ab Soul recently came out explaining why there's been no Soul Burger tours. Something in the water for sure. And then go down. He had a tweet here which since been deleted, but here we go. So according to the numbers analytics for whatever the fuck, a tour for me has yet to be finalized. Soul Burger dropped last November. I'm not pointing any fingers, but damn, I feel like that was some of my best work. Something's in the water for sure. This feels similar to the end of physical distribution, which ultimately resulted in the fall of my family-owned record store, Magic Disc Music. I'm supposed to say all this to apologize for the delay to anyone who anticipates seeing it perform live. I do hope to see you soon. So there we have it. He didn't necessarily say that, whose fault or why he think, but he did kind of hint. And I heard this a couple times from his brothers that he thinks Soul Burger was best work and maybe doesn't think he got the best promotion. So what do y'all think about the tweet? And
no, I mean he posted a tweet after where he said it was more so he just feels like it didn't connect with people. And the numbers reflected that, and I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't really know why people like jumped on like, oh, he's firing at his label, like he's shitting on his label. Like it was just like the thing about him is he has like very conceptual albums. Like it's kind of like he didn't have a driving single or any of that type of stuff. So it's like this was like this was a tribute project to his homie. Mm-hmm. So it's like this wasn't really gonna do like damn numbers or To Pimp a Butterfly numbers. It wasn't that type of project. So I think promotion might have helped it somewhat, but I don't think it would have. I don't think it. Even with promotion, it would have like got him the numbers for like they would call for a tour,
Yeah.
It wasn't gonna. To me, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think it was going to do the numbers regardless of the fact, because I just feel like just the community as a whole, the hip hop community. I feel like if you're a real hip hop head, you're connecting to Ab Soul because you understand what he's going through, you understand the nuances, his friendships, shit like that. But like, it's like the casual listener kind of doesn't really fuck with him as much. And because he doesn't put himself out there, as that artist and punching those guys at TDE, they don't market him as this, well-renowned artist. It kind of just, a lot of it kind of just falls on the faith of the fans to really display the artistic expression of Ab Soul. And it's like we as fans have to say, hey, he's dope. This shit is fire. Whereas the label should be telling us, hey, he's dope. This shit is fire. So they don't do that, so we have to do it. And I mean, I do believe that, he probably should have went on tour. I believe he should have went on tour. I feel like, because I mean, that also, he ain't really making no money if you're not on tour. It costs money to do a tour, but I mean, he would have had people come out and support. He got to run a big giant venue, but I mean,
that's what I was gonna say. He ain't got to pack out. He ain't got to pack out arenas or nothing like that.
Just pack out a theater hall.
Yeah.
I mean, the solution to that would be him and Schoolboy Q go on tour, like they do a joint tour.
Yeah.
Q
or just link up with some of the younger cats on the label. I mean, they could have, if they were smart, they could have just threw him with Ray Vaughn and it would have been fine. Just saying, because Ray Vaughn album just dropped. So if they had an idea of what they wanted to do, they could have promoted Ray Vaughn's album or mixtape getting ready to drop in between Absol's project dropping and Ray Vaughn's dropping. They could have went on tour between that time, and you would have had an opportunity to promote Soul, boost his numbers, get the fans ready for the next big project, which was Ray Vaughn. So it just feels like a missed opportunity, more so. But that's a lot that happens with TDE. Everything feels like a missed opportunity with that label. Everything.
Well, my second part of that question is, why isn't he on tour with Kendrick and them, yo?
He not doing no damn stadium. They're not putting in the guy that do no damn stadium tour. They're not, and plus, that's not fair to make him open up. Like, I get, like, yeah, you don't, he could open up, get the fans going and shit like that, but like a stadium tour and him open up for Kendrick and a stadium tour, that just seems a lot like out of his element.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
It don't seem like it. I don't think that crowd would connect with him. That's what I'm like. It's like a Spitter or a Dom Kennedy going to a theater hall and having a concert there, because then you can connect with the people a little bit more. It feels more personable. Kendrick got that music that's loud and brash that everybody knows. A lot of people really don't know Absol like that, unfortunately.
But they could. That's the point, to open you up to new audience. They got songs together. You feel me?
They treat this nigga like he's some new artist. He not like Will Hill, that niggas just been putting in work and they don't know. Shout out Will Hill, because he was dope at the Don concert. But he not like no Will Hill. He ain't no up and coming ass nigga. He been in the game. So it's like it feels like a step backwards almost for someone who's so established.
Yeah, but we also got to keep in mind, I don't know if he could handle a stadium tour, because people forget he's sick. People forget he deals with a sickness. He might not be able to handle that.
Yeah, those tours rough on the health.
That's a rough.
Because has he ever done
this, right? Something like that? Some sort of immune.
Yeah, some autoimmune.
Yeah, autoimmune.
Yeah, has he ever done a stadium tour? I don't think he's ever done one.
But I think because he found himself in a place where mental health wise he was okay, because it's always been a challenge, and we all know that from listening to his music. I think because he felt like this was that one album that mentally he was okay with the world hearing, that was a message he wanted to get out. And I think because of the reception of people understanding the mental health component of it, that made him want to go perform those songs live. You don't have to do like a cross-country world tour. If anything, just keep it strictly West Coast. Do all of California, go to Oregon, go to Washington, go to Arizona, Texas, and that's as far as easy as you go. And take your ass back home.
Yeah, Tech 9 do some shit like that. Tech 9 tours all the fucking time, just through the Midwest and West Coast and shit.
Yeah, he's up and through the Pacific Northwest all the time. Tech comes out this, like, I'm talking like rural areas too. Like, he's hitting like tiny little podunk towns where he goes and sells out these fairgrounds, still cashing out too. But I'm not. I mean, the whole like like Ab-Soul, man, I'm not even personally, like, I'm not even trying to see him in an arena. I want to go see Ab-Soul like a fucking speakeasy or some shit. You know what I mean? That's just like it. That's
Nigga said speakeasy.
you know what I'm saying though. Now let me put it this way, bro. I saw, I think I was like, I've been to a bunch of concerts, big concerts, little concerts. I went to a 200-person venue and saw Earth, Wind, and Fire when I was 14 years old.
Damn.
And it was the best fucking show I've ever been to in my whole entire life. Because of the environment, because of this little 200-person venue, open seating outside. It like the experience was fucking amazing. So what Southside was talking about as far as like having, if you're trying to like hype Kendrick up for a big ass tour like that, it's just not the scenario to have Ab-Soul out there. And on top of that, like what a horrible fucking mainstream climate to try to release a project in when everyone's hyper mainstream wise anyway, when all the plebs are just hyper focused on the whole Drake Kendrick shit.
Yeah, true.
You know, and I understand what I think I brought this up with like me holding on to stuff that I haven't put out is like that super personal shit isn't very palatable large scale, which will really like if you're in it for the sales, if you're trying to do numbers for your label, I mean that's going to be a little bit of a hindrance because it's not. But the thing with Soul is that he's got such a, I would call his following like a cult following. He's got such a cult following that he just needs to capitalize on that. And I mean, take the label out of it. He could have such a like successful indie cult career if he wanted to, and probably financially be way, way better off than he is right now.
Yep.
Yeah. Him and Schoolboy Q, bro, can go on fucking tour right now, bro.
Q don't give a shit about all that for real. That nigga just want to get in the booth and rap and play golf. That nigga, I support Schoolboy Q. That nigga is living the most simplest life ever, man. That man said, I'm a dad, I play golf, and I'm a rap till I'm 40.
Hey, put them pills down, bro. It has amazing effects on your fucking life. You feel me? And shout out, we still got the haters in the building, bro. I found this kind of funny, bro. Top blew your budget on Dochi's BBL.
That's wild. That's insane.
Praise across the board, yo.
That's
but
insane.
Yeah, I mean, you can't even because he deleted the post. You know why y'all think he deleted the post? Yeah, I thinking anything about that?
Because he deleted that post because he probably said all that shit out of anger.
Yeah, he was just venting.
He was venting. That ain't some shit that he probably meant to say, but it was on his mind. He just wanted to get that shit out, and that's normally what people do nowadays. Niggas don't call their homie and say that shit. They just tell it to the whole world.
Yeah, it was kind of like the Ghostface shit when Ghostface posted that. Oh, you remember what I'm talking about? Yeah, he posted he put out an album called Big Doe Rehab, like 2007, I think, and it sold horrible. And he posted on MySpace like the video's still on YouTube. He's like, "Yo, y'all don't fuck with real shit no more. Y'all don't fuck with Ghostface no more." Like it was like a 2 minutes long.
He went full mad rapper. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, I think this was just that. Like he was like, "Damn, y'all don't fuck with me like that." Like
the West Coast don't love Dre and Snoop. He went Source 1994 in that bitch.
That shit was...
Hey, but not only that, I feel like Soul is a reflective enough person to know when you put something, especially like the way that social media is now. There's too many dumb people that don't know how to interpret the whole recipe of shit, like his personality, what he's going through, all that different shit. It's all open for interpretation. So all these dumb motherfuckers are gonna get on there and on the replies and interpret and fucking rewrite everything he said and try to make it something he's not. And I mean, just from we know about Soul, he's such a low key. He's Captain Laylo, so I mean, it's better for him to just delete it, call it good, you know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna screenshot that shit. The thing is, I know you're gonna screenshot the shit. It don't matter if you delete it. The internet is forever, nigga. Once you release it, it's out there. So you might.
There's people getting on him just because they're anti-TDE. They don't even know
exactly
who he is and never listen to any of his music or anything like that. You know.
Yeah, and it's like, and I think the biggest thing is like he's such an unproblematic ass nigga that this is going to cause a problem, and it kind of goes against just what he stands for and who he is. So.
I think nobody made the bird call, bro. You don't think management top? Nobody made the bird call, like take that shit down.
Nah, bro. I think that was all him, man. That man was just irritated and annoyed.
He's one of the building blocks of that whole thing. They're not going to tell him what to do. He's been there. He's been with them since like 2007.
He been there. Yeah, that nigga the foundation, man. You can't.
Well, he is Inspector Deck to TDE.
Inspector Deck.
I give him Jizza.
Yeah, maybe.
Inspector Deck's kind of crazy.
that was nasty.
Try to Def Jam Vendetta. Was he on that?
No, I don't know. They put him on there.
Oh, man, that's fucked up. They had a Wu-Tang game that came out. He was on that motherfucker. Y'all remember that shit? I'm probably aging myself. All right. But fucking that's it. Any last thoughts on the Ab-Soul and the tweet? Is TDE in a good place? I guess I'll leave with that. Y'all think TDE straight?
Shit, they still making money, ain't they, as a label?
Yeah.
What's all that matter? First it was Doechii, then they moved on to Soul. Now they on Ray Vaughn. They gonna probably figure out what they doing with Q next, or maybe J Rock can come out of hiding. You know, just waiting.
J Rock working, so they probably gonna.
No, I was like,
they gonna bring
he gonna come out of hiding too, and eventually they'll probably pull Isaiah Rashad from wherever hole he's in Tennessee.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
They'll probably
I don't know about that one. I think he's probably gonna end up leaving very soon.
He should leave, but they're probably gonna force his hand, make him drop one more album. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
They had a good run though. It lasted longer than like No Limit and all that other shit, bro.
Look. I need a collab tape, a 3-man collab tape. Him, Michael Da Vinci, and YG Tutman. I need that 3-man collab tape. That's all I need.
I wouldn't hold my breath there, brother. Next up, 50 Cent clowns Beyonce or low concert sale tickets. So we recently saw the news that the concert. I've seen like little screenshots people took of like empty seats. I never take that serious because you never know if it's like beforehand. People going to the fucking it was a 3-hour fucking show, but 50 yards gonna take advantage of that. And my question is, with all that in the wind and 50, clowning on the ticket sales or whatever, he always had that little rivalry with Jay, right? So plus he's an asshole, so we're gonna take advantage of whatever. This is like a backlash against Jay-Z because we know the recent news about
this nigga trolling. This nigga trolling. This ain't none of this personal. This nigga trolling.
I almost don't believe she had low concert ticket sales either.
First of all, she didn't have no low concert tickets.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
I'm gonna tell you that number one. One, she ain't had no low concert ticket sales. Anybody taking pictures of Beyonce concerts, that's before everybody get to their seat. The only tickets that are on sale for Beyonce, and I know this for a fact, are obstructed views. And even then, motherfuckers are going up to the arenas the day of the concert, and they're buying the fucking ticket the day of. Trust me, 50 trolling, but my goodness, Beyonce, every arena is sold the fuck out, top to bottom.
Which is crazy because I think they started like a nosebleed $105. I seen $200.
No, bro. Them nosebleeds was higher than that. Them nosebleeds was running damn near $200-300.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Them nosebleeds was running damn near $200-300. They might be 100. They might be 100 a day at the show if a particular ticket wasn't sold. But as of right now, yeah, bro, ain't nothing to buy. Everything's sold out or it's on resale, which is a resale ticket's gonna get you at least $500 a pop.
Well, here we go. As Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour kicks off, thousands of cheap tickets are still for sale. Hours before the doors open, tickets for the night of tour dipped to as low as $57.50. And this is NBC. This ain't just 50 trolling. That's NBC.
Yeah, but the day of the tour, the day of the show. Yeah. If the show is about to start, yeah, they're going to lower the price of the ticket. Every concert does that. Everybody does that. This is literally a dude on TikTok who's in LA who went to go see the Millennium Tour. and those tickets were pretty expensive. He went the day of the show. He got them tickets for like $100.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's in LA, bro.
But that was I'm saying he was in LA. Those are floor seats.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So like, of course.
I heard she just performing all the country shit too, though. I don't think do y'all think that country shit has that rebrand has we hit on the Ari Lennox rebrand last, but you think this country rebrand has a hit like it's supposed to? You feel me? Maybe niggas don't want to hear country songs for like an hour.
I mean, if you're listening to Beyonce, you don't give a fuck what she's performing.
Exactly.
If you're a fan of Beyonce,
you don't give a fuck. You could form the question of do people care about the rebrand? It doesn't fucking matter. She could do anything.
Whatever. She could recite Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss.
I'm telling you,
they're gonna fucking buy a ticket.
That shit up. It does not matter.
That's almost how people are with Jay. Like, some people don't care if it's new shit or if he's performing fucking volume 1 and volume 2. Just because it's Jay.
They want to hear like Beyonce is like one of those people that she's one of those artists that like you could ask her fans what's your least favorite album, and it'll take them longer to decide what's their least favorite before it's their favorite. Like that's how impactful she is in terms of all the genres. Like it don't matter. So
her fan base, I will say, is probably the most rabid fan base I've ever.
That rebrand ain't no damn mistake. Trust me. She tapping into all. You got motherfuckers out there wearing cowboy boots and double denim.
I mean, mainstream country is pop music anyway, though.
It has
been for 15, 20 years.
It's selling too.
Yeah,
it's selling good, man. Like when
it's really just a subgenre of pop now. It's been like that since like the early 2000s.
If you look at fucking Post Malone and Shaboozing, what the fuck they doing? They ain't doing nothing but making pop music with just a country sound.
Yeah, if you look at Big X, he just got some shit dropped. What's that girl name? Brittany Murphy or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I heard that shit. That shit was. It kind of slid at Coachella. I ain't even gonna hold it.
Kinda, bro. I've been bumping that shit.
I said it kind of slid at Coachella. Baby. I was like, this shit kind of nice. I ain't even gonna hold it. I thought I was like, this shit's probably gonna be ass.
I'm in my work truck with the window down, country roads, man.
I just needed a Budweiser and an American flag. I was like, yeah, I'm right at home listening to this shit.
I know Cloud. Like, what the fuck? You fuck with it, Cloud? The Big X joint, Big X shit.
Y'all see, y'all don't listen to enough country music, and I think that's the problem.
Bro, I listen to some country music, man. Them old country dudes to tell you that shit ain't country, bro.
Of course
not, bro.
I mean, duh, but who cares? I mean.
I listen to like Chris Christopherson and Waylon and all that.
All I know is I'm gonna go on some Casey Musgraves, and I'm gonna just be chill. I'm gonna just chill.
I only know Chris Christopherson from that one Eminem line. And you know which one
hey, bro, I'm telling you, if you dive into Chris Christopherson, I guarantee you find some sick shit to sample. I'm not even playing with you. Hey, no, Chris Christopherson was the fucking proof, bro.
I don't know. We turned to a fucking country podcast. Just that
man, country music bombs. I don't care no way. Country music is fire.
Rebrand this shit. We rebranding the podcast, bro. Fucking country, fucking high society or some shit.
Hey, but, shout out my nigga Cole Swindell, man. That's my favorite country music artist.
Any last things on the how y'all think the tour? I guess I ended with this. How y'all think that tour
is going amazing? Have you seen the clips? This shit going amazing.
I've seen somebody fighting that bitch.
Buku money. The fans having a good time. The fans having a good time.
Yeah.
Saw people fighting at a Beyonce concert.
That was funny.
Fighting cowboy boots and shit flying all over.
That was funny. I know they see her.
That's crazy.
I know they see her when they was doing that shit. I was like, man, that's crazy.
Can't have nothing nice. All right, next up, we got a news segment drop, so I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Make sure y'all follow our TikTok. We'll play the news segment real quick. It's a minute.
Welcome back to this week's episode of Hip Hop High Society News. Let's get into the past week's trending topics. First up, Young Thug has been making headlines after an interview where he addressed the strained relationship with his former collaborator Gunna. Thug dropped a new single with Future titled Money on Money, where he hints at issues with rats and snitches, fueling speculation about their potential fallout. And you already know fans are eagerly deciphering those bars. In other news, Kanye West is making headlines yet again after he said, quote, Boosie Badass smells poor. Boosie didn't hold back in his response, firing back in true fashion. This exchange has the internet buzzing. Meanwhile, Kendrick Lamar and SZA broke records on the first night of their grand national tour, breaking a revenue record previously held by Eminem, grossing $9.1 million for their Minneapolis kickoff show, and cementing their powerhouse appeal with a jaw-dropping performance. In personal news, Ari Lennox has announced her split from Dreamville as she embarks on a major rebrand. Fans are watching closely to see what's next for the talented artist. And no episode will be complete without the fresh music drops. Check out releases from Ray Vaughn, titled The Good, The Bad, and The Dollar Menu, the prolific Mike Dean, 425, Roy Woods, Dark Nights, and the soulful Coco Jones, Why Not? Make sure y'all tap into the website so y'all can check out the new reviews dropping for those projects. And that is it for this week's episode of Hip Hop High Society News. Make sure you guys go to the YouTube channel and subscribe, leave a comment, drop a like, leave us some love. Let us know what we should review next and what should we talk about next. Have a good week.
You muted, nigga.
You muted, D.
This nigga just running his mouth. Just running his mouth. And he's still going.
Yo, you muted, man.
He's still going. He's still going. Damn, Dragon Strangle show that nigga just talking.
Man, fuck you, Mr. Jeff. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. He back. There you go.
All right, man. That's why I got y'all here, man. Keep me in line, bro. But shout out to Star, man. Like I said, show up to work sometime, but we love you over here. And thank you for the news segment. And that was actually, I made a mistake on that joint. It was actually Vinny Paz joint that I showed. So
it was definitely I was gonna say something, but I'll wait.
Anybody listen to that? Anybody listen to
I haven't got to it yet. I'm actually gonna listen to it tomorrow. Because that was actually on my list.
My boy's catalog is crazy, dude. I'm telling you. This motherfucker, shit. I mean, I'm super biased because Vinny P's in my top 5, but probably my top 3. But I mean, shit, bro. Like he's aging like scotch in a barrel.
I haven't listened to Jedi Mind Tricks in mad long. I had a whole phase when I was a teenager, but he's a legend for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to him. But what we got next? The big news, breaking news, right? Kanye West dropping Donda 2 on a Tuesday night. Like he that nigga. So he got
we'll see. It's gonna refresh in a second. It's the live chat. First and foremost, I want to say, I've been around DA for 2 days now, and I can say by far you're one of the hardest workers I've ever seen.
Oh wow! Why you say that?
Because everything you do has a meaning behind it. You're working on so many different projects, so many different things at one time, and you're just dedicated and smart as fuck.
The glazing is crazy.
I have never seen so much dick eating in my life.
Bro, this is the demo that's keeping Kanye alive right now.
We're here. Nas, anything you want to say to the chat, to the people?
Man, we stayed up until fucking 5 a.m. to get this album out when we could have, been asleep. I'm kind of slurring my words right now because we're so tired. But, Neon's a good kid, so we had to come on the stream and premiere the album. It's out right now.
Fucking Neon of all fucking
people. You can go find it on YouTube right now. It will be on everywhere in about 30 minutes. I'm not a liar. I saw y'all cooking me. I love y'all. I've really made emphasis on trying to get this album out. Please start cooking me.
It's out, and it's a fucking masterpiece. So yeah, we're doing a little bit of a listening party.
We're gonna do it. We gotta commit to the round.
Look at this room, bro. Look at this room, bro. You got grapers in there, bro. No.
That's the demo, bro. These
No.
little fucking, it's these little edgy twinks online. That's what's keeping Kanye.
No.
That's what's keeping Kanye. And what was up with Buddy's beanie, dude? Go back and get a still shot. The producer with that white beanie on.
Yo,
He had that shit pulled so low, looked like his mouth looked like a fucking cyclops when his mouth was moving. Fucking no more locked doors ass beanie, dude. Stupid.
You probably don't want to be recognized, man. Look at that room. I'd be like, get me off this camera, dog. Oh,
yo, that's crazy to drop an album dedicated to your mom right after you just announced that you were topping off your cousin.
On something. Nasty work, bro. The nastiest work, bro.
His mom fucking rolling.
So what do y'all think? Anybody listen to the full project?
Nah.
Hell no.
I got to. What did I get to? I listened to half of the first 3 songs.
Man.
Man, Southside gone. I think he's probably the only one that did the whole fucking. Hopefully he can come back in a minute. I know he probably on daddy duty, but man, bro, it's crazy to me. Just this visual. That's what fucked me up, really, right? Because it's like at one point this man was probably in a room with Jay-Z and Beyonce and fucking all these, and now you're in there with fucking Neon and what's the other little lame, other problematic motherfucker?
Squeako, Sneeko.
Yeah, Sneeko. Yeah, there you go.
Man,
Yeah, he got taken down off streaming because he stole like 10 of the beats.
Oh, Kanye got taken off stream?
Yeah, because he stole like 10 of the beats.
Yeah, you
So
can only
they took that shit
find.
down.
Yeah, you can't find any distributor releases of the playlist. There's just like YouTube pages out there that like recirculated it where you can find it. That's the only place you can find it right now.
Yeah, they gonna keep copyrighting that shit.
Yep.
Oh.
That's why I tweeted the other day when it actually dropped. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and listen to this shit now, because they're gonna pull this at some point. They just keep uploading. Like, it's still up. The whole thing is still up. It's still there. But he's smart because he didn't put it under his name. He put it under his mother's name. So if you're looking for Donda 2 by Ye, it's not there. It's by Donda.
That's nasty work, bro.
Yeah, he's smart enough to go around the system, but he's also trying to essentially use a bunch of, like Cloud said, reuse beats. There's a bunch of singles on there that we already know about. He's not giving any credits to any features because, again, he's trying to cover his ass because he's just trying to get all this bullshit out. And everybody kept tweeting like, it's out now, out now, out now. And you couldn't find it because people are just dropping links.
Yeah, it's like if you go on YouTube, there's just a bunch of topic pages.
Mm-hmm. Same thing on Spotify, just a bunch of playlist pages.
And they're not gonna stop either.
No.
No.
Yeah.
It's the same people. As soon as it gets swiped, they'll just make another topic page.
It's on SoundCloud now, so it's there forever. So people just gonna keep recording that same audio and just keep uploading it, keep taking it, and keep uploading it. So
I think the streamers are more excited about this than actual like fans and shit.
Because it's made for incels. It's made for bitch ass niggas. Sit in front of a computer screen and do nothing but talk to a bunch of imaginary fucking people in a chat room.
That's terrible.
This shit, I ain't gonna hold you. I listened. A few of the beats were fine, but as a whole, collectively, this album was top to bottom fucking terrible. Like, you could see the idea and the foundation that he was going for, but when you put that shit together as a whole, that shit was no. And it was long. Like, you listen and you like, damn, bro. I'm 9 songs deep. Damn,
it was only 30 minutes. It was only 30 minutes long, and it was too long.
Bro, that shit felt like I was in that bitch for 40. That bitch, I thought it was that bitch for 45, maybe an hour and a half long. That shit was crazy.
Yeah. I just want to point out that Cousins has 1.6 million streams on Spotify.
I still haven't heard that song.
No,
You're better off.
I'm
not listening to it, bro.
I wasn't.
I'm good.
When I found out what it was about. No, I'm not listening to that. Because if I ain't gonna hold you, if Cussins was on this album, I would have just skipped the track. I wasn't listening to that. That's not. I'm not listening to you talking about you was sexually assaulting your cousin. Why the fuck would I like? Why would I listen to that?
Yeah, that's terrible, bro.
That's
This whole
just as bad as these motherfuckers creating Roblox school shooter servers. That's just fucking horrible. You don't do that shit.
I gotta drop. I gotta drop it.
You gay?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's terrible, bro.
And I'm gonna just say this real quick because I think it just needs to be said. At some point, it's not even about his mental health and him being sick in the head anymore, because it's too many people around him who are allowing this shit to continue because they know it puts money in their pocket for clicks and likes and shit. Like,
it's a masterpiece. Yeah,
y'all are exploiting this man, and because he has a god complex and a fucking dumbass ego, he don't see that y'all are using him.
The thing about that though is it's none of the people that were there are there anymore. He rotates people in and out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the people that don't agree with him or that try to like get him to reason, he gets rid of them and he brings in people like the people that you just seen in the stream. None of those people were there a year ago.
Nope.
Because everybody that was there a year ago is gone, long gone.
Because he had Castanet there, and he had Castanet, and he had all these new up and coming guys that were coming through Complex, and they were coming up on Twitch, and they were trying to make a name for themselves. And every time somebody come to him with some sense, it's just one of those things where he feels like, nah, you don't agree with my way, so I don't need you to be around me. God
Sway.
You
seen a preview right there. How Sway?
Can you imagine that conversation that his shorty had with him before he filed for divorce?
I wish
like
I could
everything. And finally she comes to him and she's like, "Hun, I don't think you should make a record about blowing your cousin and put it out for the world to hear." And then he flips the table over. He's like, "Call the fucking lawyer." That's it.
And then the part that make it worse is like he doing this shit for shock value. Like all this swastika shit. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
The only nigga I want to hear talk about swastika is BLP Kosher because he be talking about shooting people who got him on. That's it. I don't hear nothing else about that. Like,
bro,
he had a first of all, fuck the jeweler who made a diamond necklace of a swastika. Fuck you. Because why would you do that?
Man, look at the people getting BBLs, bro. Mariah Mills and
I don't care.
If doctors willing to do that, they gonna make a swastika.
We're not comparing swastika, diamond swastikas to BBL. We're not.
Oh, you must like that shit. That's nasty shit, bro. You're a freaky frog.
Freaky frog. You're a freaky frog.
I ain't used that one in a while. I had to get you, bro. But what do we think is next?
You got to get Kanye up out of here, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to ask you, bro. Is it over?
I look, like I said, y'all know me. I listened to everything. I reviewed it. I was fair about it. A couple songs, like I said, it's not. A couple songs weren't bad because again, you can see where his artistic. You can see the real. He's in there somewhere. That real guy that we knew from 05, 06, 07, he's in there somewhere. It's just, it's too much bullshit to sift through. And as a fan, you get tired of it. So it's like
there's got to be a point, bro, where we really like get into that though, because it's like, was it really him or was it the people around him?
It was the meds. It was the medicine. It was his mother, and it was the meds. And
no, I'm saying the music. I'm saying the music that we love.
Yes, but The people around him held him accountable of him taking care of himself. He don't take care of himself no more. Any nigga who willing to put on leather pants and free ball is not okay in the head. I don't give a fuck what you say.
You be getting some crazy visuals.
In leather pants, you are a sick bastard.
You fucking this shit up. But yeah, I agree with you, bro. Like, even if you go back to Chicago, go make your bro. You was around No ID and Bump J and even in the Rock days. Like, you around people that wasn't gonna let you say all this fucking weirdo ass shit. You know what I mean? That's why.
But here's the thing, though. It's like there's people from that time that say he was on some weird shit, and that they shut that shit down. Have you ever heard the fucking Tyler Kweli story where he wanted to come out? He went on a tour with him and Mos, and he wanted to come out on stage in like a wheelchair, and like halfway through the show, like jump out. Like he's always been like with the fucking weirdo theatrics and shit.
Yeah,
so it's like
that's the bipolar in him. That's where you get him to take his meds so he don't do dumb shit like that.
But you know,
but I'm saying
they don't like that.
He's always been fucked up and crazy.
Yeah.
It's just like you're saying, there were people in his life who helped hold himself accountable.
Yeah.
When he divvied away from that, like nobody willing, like, let's be real, Wiz Khalifa ain't the best example, but nobody willingly dates Amber Rose for fun. Nobody willingly does that. Like, you could tell that wasn't a good decision in life. And it just went downhill from there. He makes bad decisions on purpose, and then we give him this bullshit cop-out excuse of, oh, it's the meds, it's his mom, it's the accident. But at some point, it's like, all right, bro.
Just a fucking weirdo, bro.
This shit gotta stop. Like, I get that you weird, but you being weird to the point to where you just want attention. And because you are mad that everybody else is giving that shit to everybody else, like we're more concerned about Kendrick or Cole or Tyler the Creator. Like, you picking fights with people you used to work with, people you adore, people you mentored on purpose. For what?
But those people that's not gonna take no shit, you feel me? Like, though, you mentioned people that are not gonna like listen to your bullshit rants and raves and shit. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna fucking glaze you for. They don't need your fucking boost.
Going against Tyler made no sense. You literally worked with Tyler so much where you're having to change your own verse on his shit so that you could, shine and be great. Like, he pushed you to be a better artist and a better producer. But then you gonna come out and you gonna shit on the guy. Like,
that's why you're hanging with Neo and Neon and whatever the fuck the boy name and Sneeko and
there's an academics
Nick Fuentes and shit
section on that album. I'm gonna screw my fucking phone.
Yo, that's the last generation he got though. Like, there's nothing after that whatsoever. And like anything he does, if he's with those dweebs, they're gonna co-sign. This is like when fucking. You remember when the little kid on Billy Madison pees his pants and then fucking Billy Madison splashes water on his pants and he's like, you don't pee your pants, you're not cool, dude. Like, all these kids are sitting in the room with him like, you don't blow your cousin, you ain't shit. Like, that's where it's gonna get to. Like, that's the lack of spine that the people have.
That's getting clipped up.
This is cool. Consider me Miles Davis.
Take a hole for a Billy Madison. Old ass nigga. All right. Any last thoughts on Ye? I don't even want to talk about this. It's too much.
I think he dated Amber Rose because she has the same fate as his cousin.
All right, we good on that.
And on that note.
So I got an idea. I mean, we kind of alley-ooped you for the crash dummy, but I'm still anticipating what the fuck it's gonna be. You ready?
Yeah, brother.
All right, man. Let's play your music, homeboy.
Hey, Darren.
you know, we here at Hip Hop High Society, we try to, tell people that, independent artists are here to, stay and, you should always listen. But it's been brought to my attention we had some recent news of a tweet and delete because I just went back to go look at the tweet and the shit not there no more. We tell people all the time, stop signing to other fucking artists. You'd be better off if you didn't do it. And now you got motherfuckers crashing out on the timeline. And who am I speaking of today? Everybody knows she's one of my favorites. Good old Caribou.
Oh, wow. You're going against the grain.
Man. So why did she go on? Because this is brought to me by our correspondent, Miss Sade Black. Decides to send me a quick tweet again before it got deleted. The internet is forever, people. Remember that. That shit not going nowhere. Why did she go on a rant? Complete, full of grammatical errors, by the way. I married an English teacher. Trust me. That shit started to bother me a little bit. She says that Bolt bullied her and that she's tired of us dick eating Bolt. We don't know you. First of all, how are we dick eating Bolt when he been established? Why are you mad at us because you made a bad business decision? How you mad at us and call us dick eaters because you signed a deal and you owe this nigga $1 million and you can't drop no music?
Nobody want to hear that shit.
That how you mad at us because of that? You mad at us because he's a big artist who said that you owe him $900K. Why do you not? You was just on stream with some other niggas, literally dragging some dude out of a chair. Did you charge him for that appearance so you could get out fucking debt? You're mad at us? We didn't do shit. Look, if you were an independent artist, please stop signing to these rappers. They don't have your best interests at heart. And even if they say that they do, they're lying. They're lying to your fucking face. Because if you actually do that, you'll end up like this girl. Completely broke, trying to get out of a record deal that you had no business signing in the first place. While your other rapper friends get to do whatever the fuck they want. Just do better. I mean, let's be real. Her best friend in the rap game is dating fucking Forbats. She's doing perfectly fine. You, on the other hand, you can't even drop a song. It costs you money to make music, and that's the only way for you to get out of that. You can't even do that.
OnlyFans is hiring, brother. Anyway,
I mean, at this point, there's that one twerking video she got. Motherfuckers was willing to risk it all. She might as well go ahead and do something with it. Make some shake for a piece of change, something, man.
Sneeko and Neon got some. Look at that. They got money. They sitting there and sell. They'll spend some change. But anyway,
the reason why I'm actually picking her is because it's like she actually had an opportunity to be one of those top female artists in the game. And trust me, if she had built on because they had On the Radar, then they had the collab album, she could have did something solo and did her own thing, and it would have went completely well because Draft Day still ain't dropped a solo project. Camo ain't dropped a solo project. DC dropped one, and I reviewed that for everybody.
You're
so
very generous with that score, by the way.
Bolt ain't dropped nothing individually in a minute. So the momentum was there. You just didn't capitalize on it. So, and you went from being his assistant to being his artist. So you went from him paying you to now you owe him. That didn't make sense. You could have just rapped on the side. You didn't have to sign a deal to him.
You gave her more time than she got fucking songs.
Just stay independent, bro. Stay independent. Work hard. It's okay. Put the work in.
And poor Caribou gets the biggest right. Next up, we got Dub. We got our artist picked out. So let me play the intro for y'all cats and let's get to this music. You feel me? And we got Sock 5. I think that's how you say the shit. This a Draco. You feel me? So make sure y'all mute your mics. We're gonna play this joint. It's only 2 minutes, so we might let the whole thing run.
We do it big and we ice like a food color. We get it in, so wait, call we the shit. We right here cooking and we know the fucking real.
No, them niggas ain't the same. Ride down airport road with a fucking fully flame. Tryna get cut, but shit lame. Can't get no dick up out the game. Put the Draco in your name.
It's a Draco.
So many gens up in the car. You try to run or make it fire. Them 760 bitches high.
That bitch is hot as fuck.
You think you that little bitch, you not. I swear your ass really a boss. So I just want you for the top.
I need that head, ho.
I need that bread, ho. I need that money every day until I'm dead, ho. This bitch, she got some stupid brain just like she sped, bro. I'm ducking nigga, oh no, bitch, I duck the feds, bro. I'm ducking 12, chasing money. How you broke, trying to be famous? Full of AR, hold hand. No, we finna come through, dumping, walk for 5 BDG. He play with that shoot at my cousin. G19, whole life 15, but he get hit with about a dozen.
Got hit with 12 songs.
I'm with a 3, he got a glee. He said a nigga play with me, then he get hit with 2, 2, 3s. We wiped his nose like he sneezed. I'm in the field just like you breathed. I spray a nigga like Febreze. No, them niggas ain't the same. Ride down airport road with a fucking full of flame. Tryna get cut, but shit lame. Can't get no dick up out the game. Put the Draco in your name.
It's a Draco.
So many gens up in the car. You try to run, make it fire. I swear them 7-6 too high.
That bitch is hot as fuck.
You think you that little bitch, you not. I swear your ass really a bop, and I just want you for the top.
I need that head, ho.
I need that bread, ho. I need that money every day until I'm dead, ho. That bitch, she got some stupid head just like she sped, bro. Don't duck a bitch, a dog, no nigga, I duck the feds, bro.
We do it big and we ice like a food girl. We get it in, so wait.
I think that's enough. All right, so there we have it. Sock 5, this a Draco. So let's go ahead and bring up the ticker. I guess I will go first since my name is there. Thumbs down for me. That was rough, bro. Like that was rough. That was a rough 2 minutes, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Ain't me hide it.
It was a rough 2 minutes for me. Like very run of the mill lyrics, nothing special in there. Only good thing about it was the brick sample. I wanted to go hear bricks now. Hey, that's the only thing I fucking, you know what I mean? Like outside of that, bro, get a job, my man. That ain't it.
Get a job.
That's all I gotta say, bro. Like UPS is hiring, bro. You know,
not UPS. I don't recommend UPS people. That's just a horrible place to work.
It is, but shit, you gotta start somewhere. Thumbs down. Next up, Cam.
That was fucking terrible, Bubba. I'm gonna officially rename this dude. How do you say it? How do you say his name?
It's Sock 5.
All right, his new name is 21 Average. Because he kind of sounded like 21 a little bit, and I think Average is being like nice. Average is being
A lot generous for you, sir.
It was really bad. It was really bad. I didn't like it at all. I took my headphones off 4 times and then put them back on. I wanted to see like, maybe I'm, I'll go back in for seconds and see. Nah, it was still bad. It was spoiled the second time too.
Go back in for seconds.
It's not a Draco. You ain't never ducked no feds. Yeah, I think that's about the worst one we've had.
God damn, it's supposed to be constructive criticism, folks.
See, Cloud ain't move his hand, so I know he laughing.
Hey, the only like he's got his voice sounds like he's biting 21 Savage. I mean, I guess that's a positive. Like, I mean, you kind of sound like someone who's been successful, but I don't know if you, based on that, like I can't comfortably say that you have the ability to write anything at all. Especially if it's all, like, I'm not trying to like gun bump or nothing, but I could tell when someone's popping jaw about some shit they ain't never done, and that's all hearsay. All his lyrics were just all hearsay, and it was bad.
Yeah,
that shit is funny as fuck, yo.
Cloud, quiet, brother. What do you think of the song, the artist and song and the artist? You muted. You muted. You talk shit about me. You muted.
Perfect.
He's still
talking. He's still. I'm screaming. It's even funnier because he's muted. It's even funnier because we can't hear you.
Hey, we can't hear you, bro.
We can't hear you.
Oh, I said I only have 2 hands. I only have 2 hands. That's not enough. So, you know,
bro, that shit was even funnier because you was muted. So we just saw the picture.
I wish I had 2 more hands so I get him to this 4 thumbs down.
Yes, it's rancid. It's rancid.
Rancid is an insane adjective.
Yeah, it was like I feel like breaking something right now.
I just,
yeah,
I don't want to hear this ever again. If you found this on TikTok, now I know to delete TikTok. Never go on there again. If these are the types of things that make it on your feed.
So, there's a guy who was actually reviewing artists from different states that you wouldn't assume to have rappers like.
Oh, I know that dude. He's got a cool page. Yeah.
To find rappers from like Montana
and shit.
Yeah, like North Dakota. I think there was a couple dudes out of Connecticut. They was going crazy. Maine. But I just found this dude, and I was just listening. I was just like, "What in the fuck is this shit here?" And because I'm an asshole, if I'm gonna suffer, how the fuck would I not make everybody else suffer? Nah. But as a whole, man, just. I ain't gonna lie. My hopes had got like a smidge high because I was like, I could hear the OJ Juice Man beat. I thought he was gonna go crazy because I'm the biggest OJ the Juice Man fan in the world. He can do no wrong. Everything he done is 10 out of 10. So I don't care nobody say.
You know what? Nas was right. Hip hop is dead.
Hollering.
He was right.
It's a thumbs down. And the reason why it's a thumbs down is not only for the reasons all 3 of you niggas gave, but it's a thumbs down because it feels like somebody that's starting out rapping and it doesn't sound like they know what they want to rap about. So they just start rattling off some shit rather than kind of give us a idea of who you are as an artist.
Yeah. So he's gonna have to go get arrested or some shit. I don't know what to tell you.
We here at Hip Hop High Society are not encouraging people to commit felonies. We're not encouraging people to commit crimes. We're not encouraging
I think this
felonies.
I think this song is enough.
That was rough.
I don't think he needs to do anything.
If you commit a crime, please do not look. Our views do not reflect our employers.
Hey, you said constructive criticism, all right? And I can tell Buddy can't write. So the next best thing he can do is make that shit true. So
Nah, go get a job.
But also, I can tell. You can tell when somebody starts out because he's 3 albums. Like he's 2 albums in the EPD.
Oh God.
So
Jesus.
you can tell when somebody.
Oh shit.
You can tell when somebody's just now starting out rapping based off of their album covers.
Yo, I'm dying.
So when covers look like this on Apple Music or Spotify or something like that, you kind of know like you're dealing with a new artist who doesn't know a graphic designer.
yeah, he Googled stock album rap covers.
I don't
Where
like
you from? Where you from?
I
Where you
think
from?
that's literally him and his friends. Because
Where you
people
from?
do that. People take pictures, just use normal pictures they probably uploaded on Instagram or Facebook years ago, and then they just use that as album covers.
Wait. If you find out, don't tell us. This is fun. We got to guess because I think I know. I think I know where he's from.
I'm trying to see if you got socials, man. He don't even got, bro. Like, promote yourself properly, brother.
He just
All right,
started out. I told you that.
Don't take this the wrong way, but he's from Atlanta.
Oh, that's why I got the OJ the Juice Man sample. How you find this shit out?
I didn't. I'm guessing.
Oh, you guess?
Oh, I have no idea where he's from.
I'm trying to find
I
out,
didn't
man.
actually think to check
But the
where
man
he was
don't
from.
even have like his socials.
I didn't see any socials for him or anything like that. So I don't really know where he's from. There's no bios here or anything like that. So I'm not really
There's no bio on the Spotify?
Nope.
That's crazy. He's from Atlanta.
No, it just says he's got 4,235 monthly listeners.
Let's check his
If
YouTube.
he's from Atlanta, RZA was right too. Fuck it.
He might be from Atlanta.
RZA was right too. Fuck it.
He might be. I doubt it.
Yeah, he don't got shit. Even his YouTube page is pretty like bare.
That's what I was saying. Like, I don't know where he's from. The next artist I do, provide for us to listen to. But to be better than this.
You would think though, that's part of like when we combing through independent artists. One thing I did notice is a lot of these dudes, man, don't have no social media presence.
Yeah,
they fucking YouTube page all jumbled up and shit.
But
you know,
this is just. I would like for everybody to just look at this as an example of what not to do when you're an independent artist. If you're gonna take this shit seriously, promote yourself, have your socials, have a little bio somewhere. If you're just dropping music to drop music, that's fine, but be active on social media as well, so people can find you and talk to you. Don't just be a guy just making music and just putting the shit out. If this is something that you're just doing for fun, that's cool, but it actually costs money to put this shit up here. Like, it costs money. You have to work to do this. So clearly you believe in some type of vision. Give a fuck about your vision, bro. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's just as constructive I'm gonna be. Like, just give a fuck about your vision. Put the effort in. Try a little harder. I mean, it's not okay. It's trash, but you can build on trash.
I don't know about that, but I give you a ho because that's the most positive shit I probably ever heard you say.
I'm such a nice guy. I just don't understand why I get such a bad rep all the time.
Yeah, don't go commit any crimes. I'm just.
No. Let's circle back to that. Please don't commit no felony.
All right. And as far as Atlanta goes, I want it's all good. Atlanta, you ain't gotta send nobody out here. It's cool. Nah, bro. But there's too many there's too many of them. Of the Sock 5 guy that do that shit, and I don't like it at all.
We got to work on, like I said, if you're an independent artist, man, you got to do something that stands out. And the reason why I like the TikTok, going on TikTok and discovering artists, is because that's a way for you to shoot a music video, for you to hype up yourself, your music, find new fans so people can support you, comment, interact with people. If you just got some run-of-the-mill bullshit like this, nobody's gonna give a fuck about your music.
And he's obviously paying for playlisting because he's got like 4,200 listeners on Spotify.
So he's popping up on people's playlists, and people are just hearing them out, and then they moving on with their life. Like nobody's circling the block.
That's what I mean. No, 4,000 people aren't typing in Sock 5.
Also, we got to work on people coming up with better rap names because
that's terrible.
I just gave him one. 21 Average is fire, dude.
21 Average is crazy.
I'm good at this
We
shit.
already had
you know?
22 Savage.
All right, so let's go ahead and keep it rolling, man. Run a little long, so let's hop straight into the discussion question. We're gonna skip the comedy break because we already had enough suspect shit on here. So Wiz Khalifa talks about the music industry in regards to falling off, right? So let me bring that up real quick, and then we'll have a discussion. What the fuck? There we go.
Then even like, you know, just being in the industry, it's clear when people are or aren't fucking with you.
Yeah.
So it's like when they are fucking with you, you're at every party, you're at every show, you're at every this. And then when they're not fucking with you, you're calling and you're like, hey, this party's coming up. And they're like, I know, but you don't have an invite this year. You're like, damn, they really ain't fucking with me. And I didn't do nothing. I didn't change.
No.
I just maybe didn't put up the numbers that they wanted me to, or they just got more people that they're in line to do things for. So it's like fighting for that position.
There you have it, yo. So my question beyond that, speaking about the fickle nature of the industry or shit, right? Is there anything artists can do to avoid the fall off, right? If you take a little break, does that inevitably amount to a fall off, right? Or is that just an inevitable part that you just not popular no more, no matter what you can do, right? Outside of very few artists, it's the fall off part of the game. What do y'all think, man?
Man, if I was in his position, like I think in this stage in people's career, especially when they're like super hyper successful at the beginning, he ain't even got to be worried about none of that anymore. You know, he's got his money, he's got his fan base. Just make shit that you want to make and ride off into the sunset. I do want to know what the fuck those glasses are. If he's about to go like race a Formula One car or some shit, though, maybe that's why they didn't invite you, because of them glasses.
All right. you out of line today, sir.
You're gonna co-sign those glasses?
No, but you still out of line. He's out of
Like
line.
you about to go. He's
right.
like about to go skydiving.
He's out of line, but he's right.
I mean, the music industry is very like, what have you done for me lately? It's not the same as in like real life. Like you might have a friend that you haven't talked to in like 3 months maybe, and you can just like hit them up and you can just pick up like normal. You can't do that in the music industry. You can if you don't have a consistent contact like with them, then they'll act like they don't fucking know you like in a couple of months.
Well, it's just like sports too. It's like Drew Bledsoe people forget how nice Drew Bledsoe was. And then he got hurt and he stepped off the field. Tom Brady showed up, and then a year later, everyone was like, who the fuck is Drew Bledsoe? You know, it's the same shit.
It's crazy because it's almost, for me, like it's like pro wrestling. Like people are very fickle when it comes to that shit. Like you can be top person, top guy, and then you kind of have, you know, off night, or you ain't been on TV in a month and a half. People don't give a fuck no more. Like your core fans will, but the general mass will move the fuck on. And he's kind of in that spot where, like, you know, you put in the work years ago. You got paid, you did your thing. People kind of wasn't really feeling what you were putting out in the mainstream in the 2010s. And from that point, you was chilling. You was a dad. You kind of was doing lifestyle changes for yourself, and the world moved on. When you picked back up and you reminded the world of what you could do, when you went into that blog era bag and the masses remembered the blog era, boom, we picked up right where we fucking left off. We good. He dropped the album. I fucking loved it.
Yeah, but is it that mainstream appeal? You're not getting any hits off that shit. You know, I haven't heard any radio.
Yeah, because it's like there's a lot of numbers I'm sure he has that aren't going to get picked up still, just because he spent so long like
he been
out of the spotlight. You know what I'm saying?
And
that's just how it is, though.
And to be quite honest, I blame other artists for that, because they set this unrealistic expectation that you kind of always have to put something out all the time,
drop,
good
drop,
or
drop.
bad, and you're not allowed to just breathe. Your music doesn't breathe because, like Drake, will drop an album, and then a month and a half later, we got another one. 3 months later, we got another one. Not even 6 months later, we have another one. So we done had 4 or 5 albums in the span of 2 years, and we sifting through all this bullshit.
Right.
Yeah, and you end up not appreciating it as much either. Like if I go back to a project that I really liked and didn't listen to for like 10 years, and there's been 5 years where that person hadn't put anything out, and I listen to that shit, I'm like, damn, this was good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you really savor that shit. And he's got to compare his new numbers to his old numbers, which is probably a huge mind fuck.
And to even piggyback off of that, Wiz himself, he loved to go back and listen to his older music because that shit was good. And that's where kind of like the core fan base is. Like, I love Cabin Fever too. That was my shit. 2012, I was in college, freshman. Nigga, I was going to class listening to Thuggin' all day. That was my shit. But like, people still stuck in the Cushion OJ era. We go back and we listen. Like, hip hop is, what have you done for me lately? But hip hop is also one of those nostalgic type things where the nostalgia really does trump all the new bullshit that we have, because we do hold these artists to the standard of their best work in the past, and whatever doesn't measure up that they newly drop, we just say fuck what they done new, and then we just go back and just stream all the old shit. That's why every time Drake drop a new album, people go back and fucking listen to everything old he has, and all his old shit re-enters the fucking charts. Because they've stopped listening to this old shit to listen to the new stuff. They don't fuck with it. Then they go back and listen to everything old, and then shit like Take Care and Views and shit enter the fucking Billboard charts. Go fucking figure.
Also, the algorithm, bro. You gotta figure the algorithm. Like, if you play,
the algorithm sucks. I need people to understand that you gotta stop listening to what the fuck is put on the front page of Apple Music and Spotify. Stop doing that. YouTube Music will curate some playlists for you that you might enjoy, and songs that you may have forgot about, and then songs that are new that you should listen to, and give you good suggestions. But Spotify and Apple Music just give you straight mainstream bullshit directly in your face. Listen to it. Stop doing that. That shit not good for you.
Yeah, the worst playlist by far. Like when the apps curate a playlist, Spotify by far is fucking terrible. YouTube Music's pretty legit as far as like just a auto-generated playlist. They're super consistent with the shit that you listen to.
Because they take the artists that you've searched, and they go and they find other artists similar to that, or similar sounds similar to what the artist makes, and then they curate that playlist like that for you. Whereas Spotify and Apple Music are only just going to populate what is popular on the charts, and then just put all those songs in one playlist. I don't want to hear what's on the charts, so I'm gonna go out and search and listen for shit. So that's how we end up finding motherfuckers like Sock 5, because I go on treasure hunts looking for new shit, and I end up with some randos page.
But you know what? That can fuck up your algorithm too, because that's why when I search for new music and shit, independent artists and all these shitty music we sometimes review on here or some shit, man, now my algorithm all fucked up. I be having
I agree. I agree fully. But that's why I do it on Spotify. I don't fuck up my Apple Music algorithm because I have to add songs to the Weekly Gems playlist from there. So that's where it starts. So I don't fuck that algorithm up. And YouTube Music is very personal for me because that's where it gets on my likes and it knows my musical taste. Spotify, I don't give a fuck what my algorithm is on there. I don't care. So I will completely fuck up my shit. That's how I fucking found 645 AR. And I was listening to that shit. I still don't know how he swung a Sway Lee feature and a Miles feature on the same album. That's crazy.
Man, I think
Money.
you like. I think you gave that dude a good review, didn't you? You gave him like
It was decent. It wasn't. It was like barely passable for decent. Barely passable. It was still kind of trash though. I can't get over to him doing that baby voice shit. I can't stand that shit.
This shit's like fucking styrofoam, bro. Any last thoughts on the fall off? Y'all ready for the next joint?
Wiz didn't fall off. He just was chilling.
Well, just terms. That's what's in quotations. You know what I mean? I think he actually might be better off.
He is better off. Hey, shout out to him too, because like I really followed his whole like journey into martial arts and Muay Thai and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he was super unhealthy. He was partying too fucking much. He found himself a good Muay Thai gym, and now like I don't know how much he's actually like sparring and shit, but as far as like the footage I've seen of him training, he's a problem.
He said every day.
That's a hard. Muay Thai is like one of the hard. That's a rough go. For him to stick that out and look at the shape he's in and the technique he's developed as an adult, which is fucking so hard to do. If you've never done any martial arts as a kid and like learned how to strike, I coach adults all the time, dude. When you try to teach an adult how to throw a punch that thinks they know how to throw a punch but have never thrown a proper punch, it's like herding cats, bro. It's fucking it's damn near impossible. So to see what he's been able to do is like, as a martial artist, I look at that and I'm like, hey, good for you, dog. That's tight.
Especially when he had 90% of the time. He's doing that shit off the
cush. He said his schedule that he gets up with his kids and he takes them to school and then he goes to the gym for like 4 hours or some shit. And that's his time to work out, do all his things. And then from there, he enjoys the rest of his day. But he go to the gym, blaze up this fuck. And I respect that.
Yeah.
Muay Thai is hard. Muay Thai is hard as fuck. I love watching that shit on One Championship. That's my shit. I love watching that, but I got a lot of respect for motherfuckers who learn that shit willingly.
All right, so next topic we got, man. The downfall of platforms like that. Piff made it for hip hop. We kind of touched on this actually. Hip hop heads stay tapped into the new music scene, and also does age factor in your enthusiasm for exploring new music artists. I feel like we kind of touched on this. But it comes off this post right here. 30-plus-year-olds, are you still tapped in with the current new gen rap? I feel like when the majority of people hit around 25 is still young as fuck, they lose their youthful excitement for new music in these genres. But from the observation, I feel like it's even more common with rap. People basically just concentrate on music they heard up until college, university days, then close their ears to exploring more. To me, this is quite sad, as you're possibly going to live 70, 80 years and have so much art to explore and enjoy. I give myself about 68. I'm in my 30s and still keep tapped into the new generation, but I rarely, if ever, meet other people who still do too. I'm always the oldest in rap concerts now. So are you Southside, bro? Weren't you the oldest at that last shit you went to? I don't mind at all, but just curious to know if y'all exist. This is an excuse to belittle new rappers, by the way. Boomers, Gen X used to do the same to Lil Wayne when we were young too. So what do y'all think? Y'all read that? It's hard for you. I think everybody in this panel over 30 at this point. It's hard for you to tap into the new shit. You know what I'm saying? And losing like that Piff in the mixtape, has that kind of like contributed to that? Or what do y'all think? So it's kind of two parts to that. You feel me?
I mean, I think it's gotten a lot better over the last like 5-6 years, as far as like young dudes for music that I like anyway. I mean, there's a lot more bullshit too that's easier to ignore. But I mean, when there's some new young buck that's like on the level, I mean, I usually end up finding it just by like word of mouth though. I guess I'm not tapped in like that to where I'm like politicking with young people to find out what they're listening to. But
I feel you on that, dog. Anybody else? Y'all find it hard to tap? I know Southside. I mean, part of this job, we kind of got to.
I mean, for me specifically, I've always been tapped in, but that's just because I enjoy the challenge of finding new music. And because like I said, I got a wife, that's a teacher. So I'm always, around the kids. Sometimes I go talk to them. I ask them, who's your favorite artist, who you like to listen to, and sometimes the answers I get be like crazy ass niggas, crazy ass names. And then every once in a while, you get, I like a Moneybagg Yo, or I like this person. I like Keith Rock. I like this person. Every once in a while they'll throw out a mainstream artist that we're aware of. But then maybe somebody new, but I feel like that whole downfall of platforms, like not having Dat Piff and all that other shit. Yeah, it sucks, but like we still got my mixtapes. We still got Audio Mac. Like you still got YouTube and YouTube Music. Like you got, especially with social media now, like niggas just be promoting their shit everywhere. So it's not hard to find new music. People just don't want to go look for it because it takes time to sift through the algorithm bullshit that Spotify and Apple Music will put directly in front of you. So and plus sometimes, yeah, you don't want to spend 20, 30 minutes looking for some new music and then that shit end up sounding like Sock 5. Because then at that point, you got an attitude and you don't want to listen. You don't want to like look for no shit no more because you think all this new shit gonna sound like that.
Yeah,
And
no, that's a good point.
real, that's not always the case. So,
I feel like Southside specifically is like really interested in the progress of new people, like newer artists. I don't got the patience. I ain't got the patience for that. Holler at me when you figure your shit out.
No, I always happen. But like the biggest one that I could say, like he was already an established artist to an extent, but the artist I could say the most, like Larry June for me, was like I remember finding him in college and listening to Larry 2, the EP, and then going from Larry 2 and seeing his growth with every single project, and then he finally got this mainstream attention on Breakfast Club with 2 Chainz and Alchemist, and I'm like, I remember when niggas did not know who Larry June was. So, and that was like 10 years ago. So I'm like, yeah, like I'm a fan. So yeah, I like to put my faith in some of the young cats that don't get that attention or people may not have heard of. So like, and sometimes they don't pan out, but it's okay to still support them. It's just, you want the best one. Like, I'm still hoping Lil Skies get his shit together. That might not happen, but every once in a while they'll come out with a nice little song. But
when was the last? When was the? I heard his name since he did that little collab with Token a couple years ago.
Yeah, he dropped a new song not too long ago. I listened. It came on my shuffle in the car. That's another thing. My shuffle is a complete crapshoot. It don't matter. It depends on the day, but I might could listen to anything. Because 1 minute I'm listening to Dom Kennedy, and the next minute I'm listening to the next. I'm listening to Lil Double O. Like it's my shit varies. So if you're just a hip hop head, age don't matter. If you're a fan of music, age don't matter into looking for new artists. And that's just.
Hey, you know what's kind of cool to see is like, I don't know if you guys remember, but being in like middle school, like when you started to get a little bit older, you went into like the oldies phase where you start listening to like 80s rock and like Fleetwood Mac and shit like that. Yeah. And I remember thinking like, I wonder what like the parents are seeing us absorb this type of shit and being like, that's really cool to see. And now I see it with especially the kids at the gym. I walk in the boxing gym and they're playing like some De La or some shit. And these are like 11, 12-year-old kids. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. It's cool to see that. So I think kids, I mean, there is so much more music and shit now, but I think we're all human. Yeah, we're all human, and music makes you feel a certain type of way, regardless of the age. And once a kid grows to a certain point where they don't really like feel like they got to be cool, depending on what they listen to, they're gonna dive into like the older shit, which is, it's cool to see that now that I'm old. Yeah,
you ain't old, motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah, man.
It's a little different for me because I'm I'm mostly in fucking rap mode right now, but when I am like a producer, it's kind of like I don't know. I honestly, I'm not like into a lot of the new shit personally. I'm not like, I don't really check for it, but like every year and every now and then, like I'll hear like a quality in somebody that I'll fuck with. And like I have somebody that I'm working with right now that's like from Atlanta. And they've been like on the radar and all that shit. And we linked, and it's like they don't like typically make the type of shit. Like they've worked with like Summers, and like they're a part of that whole wave. But like it's not the typical type of shit that you would like associate me with, me specifically. But I don't know. I like certain qualities in people. I feel like they can be, they can be nurtured and shit like that. So it's like a lot of these like younger artists, they don't really have like they're just kind of like making shit in their room and throwing it out there. They don't have like a somebody to kind of like give them direction and whatnot.
Smoke sex in the background.
Yeah, they don't.
I thought that was
They
you.
don't have somebody to give them direction. So it's like
shit. That
I'm
might
kinda,
be me.
No, I'm talking about like the new artist that you talking about.
Oh,
yeah.
No, but I agree with Cloud, man. I think the biggest thing also for me was that like it took me it was actually easier for me to listen to the newer artists, and it took me a while to appreciate like the OGs. It took me a while to appreciate. Like it took me a minute to appreciate A$AP Rock, Kai, Clipping, fucking Death Grips. Like it took me a while to appreciate that, because what I hear as just noise now for the new generation is what I thought I was hearing when I was younger for the older generation.
Yeah, I mean, it takes 30 years to learn all the words that A$AP uses, so that makes sense.
Now that it's flipped, it's like I can throw on some Black Sam or some Chuck Strangers or some Open My Eagle, and I can go about my fucking day. But God forbid if I throw on some goddamn Lil Double O, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind, because it's like I don't want to hear this, but it's like this is what the young niggas like. So let me try to tap in and understand what they listening to, because man, I don't want to be that nigga that don't know what the fuck going on. So I will say,
like,
if
I
y'all
feel like, go ahead.
look at the XXL freshman list, the potential people to vote for, you're gonna feel old as fuck, because you're not gonna know over half that list, and I guarantee you won't, because I didn't even know half them niggas.
You went and voted for 1900 Rugrat, bro.
1900 Rugrat definitely got my vote.
I know you did.
It was. I'm more mad at myself because it was 3 white rappers on that list that I knew more than the niggas, and that's sad. I knew every white rapper on that list. It's 4 of them, and I hope all 4 of them make it to the 1900 Rugrat, Georgiana, Wine, and BLP Culture. I hope all 4 of them make that fucking list. I do, because they all fire. I fuck with all of them.
The Georgiana girl trash, bro.
Not trash, bro. Y'all tweaking. Y'all not listening correctly.
Bro.
Y'all not listening correctly.
Not listening.
I had to tell somebody else. Something about 1900 Rugrat today. They was mad because they didn't want to listen to him and VLP Culture on that song Dead Cracker. I was like, no, bro, this shit trash. I said, no, bro, you're not listening correctly.
I can't. I'll give you the 1900 cosign. I already did that, and I'll say it again. I don't know why. I can't explain why.
Yeah.
But I'll give you that. The Georgiana, no, I can't do that.
Elevator Spaghetti is a tough song, man. That shit tough.
But one thing I was thinking about, though, and I mean, J Cloud would probably have a good perspective on this too, is like when you start like writing and like even like getting interested to make music at all, like when we were young, there wasn't as many examples to pull from. I feel like for like young people now to start making music, that's just got to be kind of like overwhelming in a sense, because there's so many recipes where you can pull quote unquote inspiration from. Like, who do I want to sound like? Who influenced me the most? And I think that's when shit gets kind of messy, and it's probably a lot harder for like younger people to kind of like develop their own sound, because there's just, I don't know, too many cooks in the kitchen. You know,
everything's been done by this point. Like,
best young rapper is Babytron.
I mean, that's Punch God. I mean, everybody knows
fucking best.
And
he's like 24, bro. He's 24.
Yeah, that's Punch God right there. Ain't nobody touching Babytron, man. That nigga, that's Punch God right there. That nigga. That man said, pouring up lines of red like I'm in a typo section. I said, oh my Jesus. Ooh. That shit was disgusting.
He need a Grammy.
Go listen to that freestyle that he did with Kenny Beats in the Cave. That is arguably one of the greatest freestyles I've ever heard in my life. Baby Tron go in. He go crazy. Okay. He's also white too. He also white as fuck.
I thought he was like Mexican.
I think he mixed with something. Bro, he ain't black. He mixed with something, but he ain't black. Because he's one of the first white rappers I've heard who like literally he don't struggle to say he don't say nigga at all. He don't even come close to that word. He don't even use words that rhyme with nigga. That's how I know he's real.
Man, I was a white rapper. I'd be dropping that shit like it's going out of style. I'd be like, you know how many views you can get right now? Shit.
Yeah, he better than a lot of the niggas that's rapping right now. So.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate that, man. Let's get ready to get up out of here. What are you listening to, brothers? Pull out your playlist real quick. Let me know what you got going on. What's been on the gym playlist on the commute? You feel me?
I'm still fucking listening to Relapse, man.
Oh,
that's my shit. And I feel like I'm about to like this is gonna like spiral me into like a fucking psychotic state. Because that album is fucking insane. I've been listening to that. Some Grand Millie. Shout out to Grand Millie. Grave Diggers.
Grave Diggers. I ain't heard that name in a minute, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to the homie Evan Holt. I've been listening to his shit. Gorillas. Some EPMD.
EPMD.
Yeah, Unfinished Business Never Personal.
You know about that. Was you born? Let me see.
Bro. I grew up to that shit.
I'm just fucking with you.
But yeah, Fat Boy Sharif. And yeah, that's it.
All right. Not bad. I respect that list. Yo, who next? Whoever wants to chime in first. I guess I go because my shit's short anyway. I just been doing playlists mostly anyway, but I did go back to Carter 3, listen to that for some reason. I don't know, that didn't age very well to me. I don't like it. Listen to that SZA baby. I've listened to this shit, good workout music. Actually, I've been bumping the finesse 2 times a lot lately, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I like that shit better than I thought, man.
SZA baby fire, man.
Yeah,
absolutely. I fuck with SZA baby. And
of course, it's the usuals, man. Don Trip. I went back to some Paul Wall, that little kid song. He made me want to go back and listen to fucking Paul Wall old catalog. So I've been going through that shit. That's about it, man. Well, next.
I listened to like I said, I've been listening. I got a couple reviews done. So I did K3. I got one for Amir Ovi about to come out. Of course, everybody know I did Belly Gang Cushington.
You did that?
Yeah. That was a rough listen. That was a rough one.
I like Belly
Gang. It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't that great. But I'm waiting on Pinball 2 by Mike. Telephone Booth by Wiki. Seafood Sam apparently dropped the album, so I gotta listen to that. And then so did Ellie Dollar. He just dropped something. So 2 back-to-back albums. Had no idea them shits just dropped. But yeah, One Under Bridge by Ellie Dollar, and I'll be listening to that. I'll have a review probably tomorrow because I'm probably listening to that shit tonight. And then whatever the fuck Seafood Sam just dropped.
Other seafood. How many seafood is it, man? You got Pink Seafood, Seafood Sam.
Yeah, and then just a little bit of Red Veil, Chap D, Navy Blue, Overcast, Zalma. She's a nice R&B artist on TikTok. I found her. She's dope. Alex Isley, Still Woozy. You know, I'm still listening to the artists I found on during Coachella. So just a little bit of everything. Hopefully, I'm waiting on this goddamn Billy Woods album. I can't wait for this shit to drop. Oh, May 9th cannot come fast enough, bro. I can't wait for that shit. That's probably album of the year.
And salute to people who actually make dates when they're fucking not just drop shit on random fucking Tuesdays.
I like random drops.
Monday nights and shit.
I like a random surprise drop. Just don't be Kanye. Don't be Kanye West.
Maybe for like a mixtape or EP or some shit. But if you're doing a major project, man,
on a Tuesday too. That's the lamest day of the week.
The club goes up on a Tuesday, my man. Make sure you send me some reviews too, man. I don't be seeing your shit sometimes. So
yeah,
send me the shit so I can repost it and package it for the fucking TikTok. What you got, Cam, bro? What the fuck you listen to?
The Vinny Paz new project, God Sent Vengeance. He released on April 25th. I've been bumping that a lot. A lot of AZ lately. I've been going back through like the Pieces of Man, the format.
Oh shit.
Some Lord Sco. A little bit of Marlon Craft.
I'm writing this shit down.
What else I got up in here?
No ghetto metal. Where the fuck you was binging on? You gave it up,
bro. I you guys know I got that wisdom tooth pulled last week, so it's been a little hard for me to like really get into it. So I haven't been headbanging or nothing. So
yeah, I don't miss having no wisdom tooth pulled.
I've been laying low. And this right here is, where's it at? Because I'm almost through this J Cloud, but J Cloud put 479 beats on Spotify. And this shit, can y'all see that? This shit's been downloading since like 1 p.m.
You put your whole beat catalog on fucking Spotify?
I just organize everything.
Yeah, no, I've been listening though. I've been running through them. So you gotta support your people. Crazy ass beats, dude. I'm telling you, J Cloud don't make a beat that doesn't put you in a mood. I don't know if that makes sense. Like every single beat that I've heard from him, it comes with like an attitude. It like puts you in a certain type of mood. So I'm gonna get through.
You said 479 beats?
Yeah, I'm like 60.
How the fuck you have the time to do 400? How long did you do a beat, bro?
Where am I?
That's all like 10 minutes, bro.
10 minutes to upload?
To do a beat?
Like 10 minutes to make a beat.
Oh no, I was gonna say I don't think you can upload all that. So I'm like, nigga, I need your internet then.
Nah, that's
well, Call of Duty with no lag with that type of internet. That shit was fast.
Now that stuff was already up. That's like I just organize everything to like make
organize.
All right.
Yeah. I'm gonna listen to the whole thing through. I'm halfway through piano work, and then I got like 360 something to go after that.
I'm screaming.
You a soldier, man.
He said 360. Like it's gonna take like a week and a half.
Nah, bro. Because here's the thing. If I just put instrumentals on throughout the day when I'm working.
Oh yeah.
I might not even like be able to like write anything at all, but I'll come up with like one-liners, metaphors, like four, you know what I mean? Just little shit like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the beats on here.
Yeah, it's right there, bro.
It's on Spotify. You on Spotify right now? Oh, I see it.
Yeah. Artist pick.
He
even said made things
11 hours of beats. 11 hours of fucking beats. Jesus Christ. Yeah, man. I'm gonna check it out, bro. That's a lot of motherfucking beats though, cuz. Yeah, I got you though. Fucking that's crazy. Some work
downloading 260 of 468.
Man.
I'm dead.
You looking it up too, huh? All right, man. Let's get ready to get up out of here, man. Last minute, I'm dedicated to y'all, man. If you're working on anything besides 575 beats or whatever the fuck, 3,600, let me know. So I'm start off with you, Cloud, bro. What you got going on, man?
Just music shit, man. Just mixing some shit I'm working on with some people. That's it.
International man of mystery. Oh yeah, shit. Well, Southside, what you working on, brother?
Just reviews, working on scheduling, a couple interviews. Now that I'm feeling better, I'll get back to writing these articles I started 2 weeks ago before I got sick. That was fucking.
How you feeling, man? You good now?
I'm good now. I just got like a little summer sniffle, but outside of that, I'm Gucci.
You got kids now, man. That's like every other week now, bro.
Bro, getting sick in the summer sucks, dude.
Yeah, man. No,
This is the worst. The summer cold. You supposed to get a cold in the winter. When you get one of those like little summer bugs, man,
especially
ain't nothing worse than that.
Yeah.
So yeah, just some more reviews. Like I said, I'm gonna probably listen to some reviews. Probably listen to some music while I play backyard baseball in 1997. Got that shit $5 in the Apple Store.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. It played just like the old game. Played
on your phone or actual computer?
On the phone, yeah, man. Yeah, bro. Backyard baseball 97. Yeah, because it got Pablo Sanchez on the cover and shit.
Oh shit.
Yep.
No way.
I remember that. Man.
You know, the phone was probably more powerful than the computers back then and shit. That's
man. So it's fun. I play that and I listen to some music. So yeah, that's what I'm working on right now, man. Like I said, I'll have those reviews for Ellie Dollar and Seafood Sam probably done tomorrow. It's gonna be a positive day. So
bet. Cam, what you working on, brother?
I'm just getting finished up with this dope ass project we're doing with Men of Order. I don't know if you guys saw the snippet that I put on Twitter the other day. Been working with a videographer. Dude's legit. Fucking edit came out super sick. And we're almost done with that. We just got a few more sessions. And then we can start working on visuals for the music. But I just got to get this Men of Order project out of the way. You guys gonna see that on the timeline?
I didn't see anything. I saw I think I saw some workout shit, but I didn't see that. But
it's a short training clip, but like his edits fucking go crazy, dude. He's editing everything down. It's gonna be like a 5-6 part series. It's
that's dope.
I'm excited, but I got to get that shit out.
The clip I saw today is me posting Tabo. Shout out Billy Blanks because he actually still do that shit.
Oh, that was you. I was wondering, man. I was talking to my boy at work, and I couldn't remember who posted it.
That shit crazy.
And I looked at him. I looked at my brother. I was like, "Yo, you remember Billy Blanks?" And his fucking eyes lit up, dude. He was like, "Billy fucking Blanks."
He
gotta be like 8 years old, bro.
Tabo sessions on YouTube. Like I went and found his channel.
Like, we had a neighbor. I had a neighbor. This little black lady lived by herself until she was like 95 years old. Her name was Maxine, bro. She made the best cookies. She was so nice, but she'd be out there in her TV. Yeah, no, I'm not playing. Her TV
in the house, she in the yard doing Tabo.
Exactly. The TV face out the window.
Yeah,
and she'd be doing Billy Blanks in the front yard, bro. She was the sweetest lady. Man, Maxine hit, dude. She would pick blackberries and make fucking make jam and shit and give it to us.
Tabo, man, that shit worked, bro.
Tabo and blackberries, that's a crazy combination, bro. But man, I appreciate all y'all brothers for coming through, man. Appreciate everybody who tuned in, man. We working over here. We're gonna keep working, and we're gonna try to bring new shit to you. Stay consistent. Try to beat this fucking algorithm. So that's all I got, man. Appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Appreciate the crew who stay tapped in every day, man. So behalf of everybody here and everybody not here, I gotta say peace.